Okay. Nephilim are real. Love that. Okay, let's look at some giant videos. Love giants.
Okay, so that picture I just showed you was a picture of a giant skeleton that they found in South America. But this is the scary part, is that they aren't just finding these skeletons in 1-2 spots. They are finding
these skeletons in 1 or 2 spots.
Everywhere. Literally everywhere. Especially in Antarctica. I have to make...
Except that this is Photoshop. This is like a confirmed Photoshop, though.
The scary finding these skeletons in 1-2 spots. They are finding these joints everywhere, literally everywhere, especially in Antarctica. I have to make another video on that because the stuff they are finding down there would literally, this is the thing, they don't know how to tell the masses the stuff they're finding down there, because if it were to get out, it would kill religion as we know it.
The truth is,
the scarier part is these giant skeletons are just proving that there was giants walking on Earth at one point, but that these biblical and religious stories that we grew up being told have some truth to them. But what's even more scary is if you know the story of the Nephilim, it comes from humans and angels having intercourse when they were told not to and create these giants. So that must mean...
Do you really think a straight guy would wear color-blocked pastels?
That these angels or higher beings are real. Literally everything we knew is a lie.
What you know about rolling?
Source, trust me, bro. That doesn't look like a foot. Yeah, here, take some Magic the Gathering card art.
Just hear me out, right? There was a massive footprint found in the side of a hill in Africa, and this footprint was 4 feet high. And the archaeologists who found this said it was in between 400 million and 3 billion years old. And this foot would belong to something 27 feet tall. What's crazy about it is, like, when you step in mud, the mud comes up, right? Just like how it did when you could see, like, where the mud came up when this foot stepped in it. Then they found a giant finger in Egypt that was 38 centimeters long and should be belong to something that is 16 feet tall. And I would also like to mention the fact that a bunch of these, like, cavemen and all these paintings have giants in them. So are giants real or just a myth? Let me know down.
Yeah, no, giants are real. Giants are super real. I love that. Giants are real, guys.
Check out some of his research. It says right here, most abductions are said to be performed by aliens that range from 3 feet to 9 feet tall. The aliens are said to appear humanoid, often having semi-human mixtures with reptilians, insects, or plants. Some have been described as dwarfish, serpent-like, monstrous giants, robots, cyborgs, 8-men frogs, and half-breed human aliens. And then it goes on. John Lear said that the government was aware of over 70 varieties of aliens having visited Earth. The most common of these are the Greys. Bro, cyborgs? There's been thousands of people around the world who have reported beings like this.
Yeah, I heard 8-man frogs, and I was just like, what? Also, this is just Cyborg from fucking Teen Titans.
Or coming into contact with them and receiving information from them. To think that these beings exist somewhere in our universe blows my mind. This is a 30-page book that usually costs $10, but I got you, so I put both of them in a $3 bundle with a free CIA document as well. I am so curious as to what you guys think, so let me know in the comments.
So you bought a PDF of somebody's book, and now you're selling it for... That's illegal. That is illegal. Go back to the 8-man frogs.
Let's talk about extraterrestrials and what research. It says right here, most abductions are said to be performed by aliens that range from 3 feet
to
it's
9 ape-men, comma, frogs, comma,
feet tall. The aliens are said to appear humanoid, often having semi-human mixtures with reptilians, insects, or plants. Some have been described as dwarfish, serpent-like, monstrous giants, robots, cyborgs, ape-men frogs, and
He just doesn't know how to read. So he fucking added the comma to it. Ape men, he took the comma out. Ape men frogs.
half-breed human aliens. And then it goes on, John Lear said that the government was aware of
All hands hoist the colors high. Yo ho, all
What? That's not a building.
hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars.
Okay, but why is everyone using like Lord of the Rings fan art and Magic the Gathering card art for their fucking giants? Like, come on, y'all.
Never shall we die.
Forces will shred the charred Earth into dust, which will slowly sprinkle toward the tiny, dense, dark sun and be absorbed. And that'll be the end of the Earth, the only home we humans have ever known.
The universe will continue without us, of course, and eventually protons themselves may decay, and all planets, stars, gas, and dust will disintegrate and turn into pure radiation, and black holes will dominate the universe until eventually even the black holes will evaporate.
And in the end, in some unfathomably long time, longer than the human mind can comprehend, our universe will likely reach a state of maximum entropy and nearly absolute zero temperature, meaning that literally nothing can ever happen in the universe ever again, and will stay that way, possibly for eternity.
You're so
You
dumb.
will exist for a few dozen years.
I hate shit like this. I hate, like, stupid fucking nihilism bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, your lifespan is a tiny fragment of a percent of an instant that you can't even do anything. It's just like, shut up. There's nihilism is so stupid.
We just got done doing a live presentation on giants, and people have been asking, is it really true that there were giant humans before and after the
Nihilism is the belief that nothing matters.
flood? Well, we look at the fossil record, what do we find? Horsetails that are normally 30 inches tall are 100 feet tall. How about a beaver? Look at that, it's a 3-foot beaver. Before the flood, they were 8 feet long. Humans? How about this one? This is in the fossil record. The footprint to a 9-foot human. What else we got? How about big monkeys?
Giants.
You like a 10-foot monkey in the fossil record? Gigantopithecus. I could go on. So yes, there were giant animals, there were giant plants, and even giant insects. Were there giant humans? Genesis says there were giants on the earth in those days. You like this kind of stuff? Hit the follow button wherever.
Alright, let's take a look. Okay. Watch Rock is Heavy on YouTube. Man, why does this keep fucking happening? Why does this keep happening? Like, realistically, what is causing this? CIA is on to me, like, what the fuck? Let me reload everything. Alright. There's probably
Putting some
drones.
flares up in the air or doing some kind of photographic wizardry. I don't think that's it. Number 3, that is some kind of military technology, all right? Or the one thing that the government has not yet been able to step over that line is to say that it's a bona fide UFO, that there's an alien in the craft, or the craft itself is actually a drone. And the reason why they think it's a drone, if they're going to go to that degree, is because of the way it behaves. One Japanese scientist said that the elevation of one of these crafts went from 80,000 feet to 0 within 3 seconds. You can't do that and have somebody inside. The G-forces will kill any living being inside there.
Yeah.
I believe this book right here has the answer, and it says that they're angels of light, and those are fallen angels, and they are going to continue to harass or distract us until the very end.
Okay. So that's what fallen angels are doing. They're just kind of floating around doing nothing.
We're at Union Springs Academy and we're sharing with the young people. Say hello, everybody. We're going to burn some sulfur. Let me show you what I mean.
I have sulfur in my collection. Wow. That's so cool. That's so cool. I didn't know it did that.
They dipped the sticks in the melted.
No conscience left. There was nothing left of their conscience to be like, you know.
Some of you may have heard burning with fire and brimstone, and that's exactly what sulfur is. It is another word for brimstone.
A bee?
You ready?
They caught it.
You got it on video?
Yep.
Look at that thing.
Oh my god, wait. Is their quality shit or is my quality shit? Like, what's going on here?
Look at the size of it compared to my hand.
My goodness, look at that thing. Oh. That's a big ass bee.
Did the Inca have the ability of softening stone? If it did, it would make a lot of sense. This guy's saying they threw it on there and this is what the pockmarks were for. There's a lot of people on the internet that are beginning to say that maybe it goes beyond just the softening of stone, that these stones themselves were actually a product or a byproduct of some kind of formulation that they had, and that these are actually cement. That's the reason why these are stacked so neatly and where you can't even get a piece of paper to fit in between these megalithic rocks. So the question is, were these stones manufactured like cement, or even just the exterior? Did they have a technology that's lost that allowed them to be able to? While at the Creation Evidence Museum, this gentleman had a fossil clam from Peru. When he opened it up, a very curious thing we discovered inside, and that is that soft tissue fossilized there at the base there. That really can only be done not through long periods of time, but sudden deposition of minerals like in a worldwide flood. While at the
he's a mud flood theorist. God damn it. I'm sorry. Is he just wearing a fucking black morph suit and some dollar store angel wings? Are you saying Sasquatch is a fallen angel? Thank you, crazy creationist guy. Let's go to this crazy guy.
Lately, I've been having endless astral projections to realms where I need to fight. Every night I go to sleep, I'm fighting or going into some sort of situation that requires me to be a warrior or access the warrior within me. I think I'm awake and I feel pain in everything, but I have to fight to stay alive. Ever since my third eye opened and I started...
Okay, thank you. Very cool.
Wondered what an alien civilization looks like? This is what we know based off of leaked government information. Today, we're going to look at a Nordic civilization as an
The Pleiadians?
example and break it down. Let's go. Welcome to Fiona 2000 within the Pleiades cluster in a fifth dimensional consciousness. Let's take a closer look. On this planet, there is no rankings and nobody sees themselves as better than someone else because they all
Except
work
for
together
Ashtar.
for the benefit of the entire species.
Because
This
Ashtar is
planet
better
way
than them.
different than ours because we're the complete opposite. What's cool about this civilization is that they all speak telepathically. Speaking with word of mouth is seen as very ancient that only their ancestors did. They only use verbal communication to speak with other less advanced species, but when they do speak, they can speak up to 10 languages. Everyone has a
What? Oh, okay, I'm
job
not even
that
gonna
best
bother.
suits their strengths to better the civilization, which includes ones like traveling to other planets, incarnating on other planets, etc. Everybody here uses 100% of their brain capacity, which means things like
Oh my
astral
God.
projection, remote viewing, psychic abilities, and telepathy are all completely normal. Their spaceships are biological supercomputers that allow them to mesh their consciousness with the consciousness of the spaceship, so basically it's alive.
Oh my
They
god.
travel through space-time funnels to go to any place and any time they want, in any dimension they want. This species naturally has the ability to use telekinesis and to control.
That's fan fiction. It's Ashtar! There he is! Our boy! Hi, Ashtar. That's propaganda. Everyone knows Ashtar is #1 in command at Ashtar Command.